So it's Christmas morning, 2020. This is the last full day before moving day tomorrow from the city suburbs apartment I've lived in for 4+ years before I move out to the countryside. I thought it'd be cool to vlog this whole process because pretty much it's been like over a month or more, and it started right when I launched Conjure. So it's just been like a really crazy time. Yeah, at first I kind of wanted to make this about moving during a business launch or, you know, how to sustainably move, but I'm more so just gonna make this a general, I'm moving to the country vlog. She doesn't even know what's about to happen. She has no idea. I've never really given the backstory on her. I'm gonna go on a tangent, just give me a second, I promise, then we'll get back to moving. I got her when I was 9, and yes, you heard that right. She's like 15 or 16 years old. Her name is Callie. I chose the name when I was 9, don't judge me, whatever. We thought she was a calico, that's why we named her Callie. Turns out she's a tortoiseshell. We had another cat named Simey, who lived to be 19 years old. We thought he was Siamese, so we named him Simey. Turns out he was Tonkinese. Clearly we don't do a good job of naming our cats. I got her when I was really young and we didn't really get along, and it could have been because I like to dress her up in little cute outfits every holiday. Yeah, that could be why. She was wild, like she was a feral cat. The farm she was born at, her mom, like any litter this mom had, they were like a little, they were all vicious, feral, crazy cats and hunters. Like they were outdoor cats, you know? But I'm telling you, this cat was so vicious that on the property I grew up at, I witnessed her literally chasing dogs off our property, packs of turkeys. Is it a pack of turkey? I don't know if that's the right phrase. She decimated the snake, the squirrel, sadly the chipmunk, any kind of rodent population. She would catch like blue jays that were like 10 times the size of her because she's so small. Yeah, she's caught some crazy stuff. She was a huntress, and you know, now she's obviously a little soft now. This is pretty much like her retirement community home, and she's been loving it. She is like a different cat. Like we rediscovered each other. We are like best friends now. She is calm and a lap cat and a lover, and like that was not her. Like if you got too close to her, she's gonna hiss at you, swipe at you. Trust me, all of my friends have stories of like getting attacked by this cat. So she's like a different cat now. It's amazing. It also could be maybe because I don't dress her up anymore. That's Callie for you, if you're ever wondering, if you ever see her in the background of these videos. That's Callie, that's her story. And I like to joke that she originated as farm cat and then became country cat living in the house I grew up in, became city cat by moving here, and now she's going back to farm cat, her first and final form. I got off on a tangent. Let's get back to moving. I am going to just kind of show you guys some of what I've been documenting over the past few weeks of this process. So a challenging aspect to this move is how am I going to do this without creating a lot of waste? And good thing I have a jewelry business because yeah, that's a lot of boxes that I can reuse. So I save a bunch of boxes that I get from companies or other Etsy sellers because I usually turn them into cardboard jewelry card holders for my jewelry. Eventually, I will probably be using those, but in the meantime, I'm gonna use them for moving. So I get multiple uses out of them. Also, unfortunately, there's a lot of plastic bubble wrap that I have not bought but has just been sent to me. But in this case, for my glassware, which as you can see, I have a bit of an antique bottle collection problem, I'm able to use it. So that's great that it's not just going to waste, that it's not just single use. I will of course recycle it whenever I'm done with it. And there's plenty of options, like you can rent plastic boxes that are reusable at certain green moving companies and whatnot, but I already have like enough boxes, so I think I'll be fine. And I'm gonna try to be taking trips to and from the places because it's close enough where I can do that, so that way I'll just be able to reuse. So here's what some of my current apartment looks like. This is the living room. This apartment building was built in the 1920s, so it's very spacious, high ceilings, beautiful detailing, fireplace, French doors that go out into a big balcony, you know, lots of natural light. a cat. And then there's 2 bedrooms that lead to a shared Jack and Jill bathroom. My packing mess, oh my God. The other side of the living room, and then the dining room, which is kind of a mess right now too. Not even gonna show you the kitchen. You do not wanna see that. And then there's also a balcony that goes off the kitchen, so 2 outdoor spaces. Everything I've packed so far, yikes. Definitely more than I would like, but here we are. So I got some more cardboard boxes, as you can see. Wow, yeah, they're literally taking up my entire passenger seat. Hey, good thing for Facebook Marketplace, because people just like get rid of stuff, which is great because this was just gonna go into recycling at this lady's house. Hi, are you my new buddy? Come here. Hi. Hi. Oh, you made it. You made a nice greeting this morning. Thank you. Bye. Just got in to the place. I'm just taking trips back and forth, kind of like we took a trip a few days ago, and now this is another one before the big move, which is in a few days. So I don't even know what's happening at this point, but I wanted to show you something. I came in to that little cute cat, and then here's my view walking in. As I'm going back and forth to the farm, dropping stuff off, I thought that this would be the perfect opportunity to just kind of talk a little bit about why I'm moving out to the country, and I am so sorry for the sun glare. Let's see, where do I even begin with this move and why I'm moving to the country? I grew up in the countryside, but coincidentally grew up like very close to where I'm moving back to, and I did not think I was going to be moving back to that area, but you know what, sometimes places call you home, I guess. And I've been living in the city suburbs for the past like 4 or 5 years, which was the best decision of my life. I think it was so important for me to do that and experience that. Quite frankly, I think that anyone who grows up in the country, or like vice versa, if you grow up in a place that's not rural, if you can have the opportunity, like absolutely live in the opposite environment. I feel like if everyone kind of swapped places, I think there would be a lot more understanding in the world. I will miss it so much. I love the city suburbs. I love the city. However, I always knew one day I would probably go back to like a simpler lifestyle. 2020 has felt like 5 years in one. I feel like I've changed so much. That process of wanting a simpler life because of quarantine and like the collective experience we all have had, I'm just like ready to be in the middle of nowhere. When everything got shut down, I realized how the modern rat race was just not aligning with me anymore, and I needed to make a change. Also, when quarantine went down, the prepper in me was like, if something really goes down, I have no way to grow food for myself. I have no way to be sustainable at all. I also completely forgot to mention this, which was a very important factor. My whole entire life changed once the pandemic hit. I don't know anymore, a live musician and a singer-songwriter and a performer, and that all changed because music venues and restaurants and places like that all shut down. Thankfully, a few months later, I ended up getting a job in a little town called Westchester, it's just become a really long commute. And also, all of my friends moved back to this area, or at least out of the city. Everyone moved out of the city at once, so there's just a lot of reasons. So for like 9 months, I've just been thinking about it, looking here and there, and then finally, after a crazy amount of other places falling through and weird stuff happening, one of my best friends, her best friend, shout out, I love you, was living on this rancher on a farm and was moving out right at the point where we were basically all ready to go for something else potentially, and it fell through, and we had already terminated our lease with the place we were at. It all happened in this crazy way, and it's so funny because at the beginning of my search, I said,
it's gonna take 9 months. The last time I looked for a place, it took 9 months. And I knew that it was like supposed to be a period of learning patience and being grateful for what I had, because I have so much, I have abundance. I needed to learn that again and recognize that. After really wrestling with that and making the best of it, something popped up, you know? Like, that's how it goes. You make peace with something and then boom, like the universe, I think, kind of sometimes will be like, okay, here you go. You learned your lesson. Congratulations. It took as long as I thought it would, and here we are, right at the end of 2020. What a way to end this crazy year. I don't even know what is happening anymore. Just arrived at the farm and look at all these boxes. All right, so let's get these all unloaded.
So I'm at the farm. It's really early in the morning. I've been getting up at like 5 something every morning and driving out here before work to make the official move day a little bit easier. And then also that way we can kind of keep reusing boxes. But every time I come here, I just don't want to leave. I mean, how could you want to leave here? Just listen and look at this. Few more nights and we'll be here for good. It's moving day. All of this is out here. I've just not been filming at all because I've just been tied up with the move, so wish us luck. Here goes nothing. So here we are at the apartment, and this is where the move is not fun. 3 flights of stairs all the way down.
It is Sunday, December 27th, the day after the big move, and I just realized that I captured none of it yesterday. I am so sorry. This whole vlog is literally just me talking in a car. So yesterday we were able to move in thanks to our good friends Chris and RJ and my parents. Could not have done it without them. Love you guys. I mentioned earlier that my friend RJ, it wouldn't have even been possible to move without her because she told us about this little house on the farm to begin with. It's crazy that we finally woke up today at the new place, and now all we have to do is just unpack more, decorate, which I've already started and I'm so excited about. That's my favorite part. So we are headed back to the old apartment today just to clean, leave the keys. I'm so excited that this process is almost over because I just want to focus on the new place and, most importantly, getting my jewelry shop back up and running because, as I mentioned before, I launched my new line just like a month ago, and ever since then I've really had no time to focus on it because of the move. So I can't wait to get back into the studio and actually really have a space for it because I was just using my dining room before. I will actually have a room for my studio specifically designated for that, and I just can't wait to get in there, design it, decorate it, start drilling some crystals and making some new designs. I have some ideas of some new products I want to work on, so I just can't wait to get back in there and get this move behind us. Just the way I found this place, I'm now leaving it. This is so crazy that it's completely bare. And we're finally done. Oh my God, we're finally done. We can just focus on the new place. And there's my dad beeping for the last time. Bye, Dad. All right, how does it feel to be all basically done with the old place and moved in? Everything is a wreck, but how does it feel for you?
Great.
My fellow cohabitator.
Great.
That's all you're gonna say?
Yeah, it feels great. That smile says it all.
All right, it is the morning of Monday, the 28th of December.
It is still a disaster in most of the house, but I just figured that I would like end this video showing you a cute little tour of the master bedroom. This is the one room that came together like that. And also let me know if you want me to do a full house tour eventually. I think I'm just gonna do it anyway because I love that kind of stuff. And I definitely want to do a before and after of what I was working with my jewelry shop / studio compared to what I'll have now, which I think is gonna be so much better. So for now, I thought I would just show you a little bit of the end result after sticking around this whole time for this nonsensical vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. This was my first one, and I hope to do more as well as just create more content in general. I think now that I'm living in the countryside, I'm going to be way more inspired to create videos, create jewelry, do all the other arts that I'm interested in, plus pursue a more sustainable lifestyle, which will be so much more attainable than it ever could have been living in the city suburbs for me personally. So I can't wait to take you along on this journey. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.
In an effort to keep the content of Conjure Jewelry as original and homegrown as possible, some of my amazing artist friends lent their talents on this endeavor. The logo was hand-drawn by a visual artist, most of the background music you will hear in these videos was written and recorded by musicians, and all of these artists' links are in the description, so please check them out. Thank you so much for watching.